You are witnessing something seldom caught on camera, a baby panther hunting for the very first time. The youngster surveys his surroundings, watchful for any older, stronger cubs that could interfere with his hunt. Confident that he is alone, the cub executes a barrel roll to confuse his prey, demonstrating remarkable strength and tactical ability for one so young. Little does this brave cub know, the unthinkable is about to happen. In an unprecedented turn of events, the panther allows his prey to escape. Thinking quickly, he manages to recapture it. The panther is relieved. Food is scarce this time of year. Another mistake like that could prove fatal. But then it happens a second time, and the cub begins to panic. Desperation takes hold of him as he dives for his prey. He is young and strong, but will that be enough? Mustering every ounce of his considerable strength, the panther cub makes one final, desperate dive for his prey, and emerges triumphant. The cub has succeeded in retrieving his dinner, but his work is far from finished. His prey is not giving up without a fight. Guided by ancient instinct, the cub wrestles his victim to the ground. Each of the panther's claws are as sharp as a razor blade, and his jaw is capable of crushing bone. Using these deadly weapons, the cub swiftly incapacitates his prey. Then, just as quickly as the battle began, it ends. Mortally wounded, his foe lies motionless. Is it dead? The cub touches it, just to be sure. Stunned by the successful completion of his very first hunt, the cub contemplates all that has transpired. He is exhausted by his efforts. The cub will eat soon, but first, he must rest. A new day has begun, and our panther cub surveys his domain, a silent sentinel, ever vigilant. His keen eyes have missed one thing, however, an ocelot cub dozing in the sun just a few meters away. Sensing the panther's movement, the ocelot awakens. Moments later, the panther spots her and approaches. This could be a grave mistake. The panther is young and inexperienced. He has not yet learned the dangers of encroaching on another apex predator's territory. The ocelot is much smaller than him, but she has the higher ground, a potentially lethal advantage. Oblivious to the peril he faces, the panther lays down to rest, an exceptionally vulnerable position. Remarkably, the ocelot cub appears unthreatened. She will allow the panther to remain where he lies, but she will keep a very close eye on him. Today, our panther cub is facing off with an unlikely opponent, a snake. This is no ordinary snake, however. Thousands of years of evolution have given this particular snake a very clever adaptation, an extraordinarily pliable body that is able to bend and stretch to extremes without being harmed. This elasticity serves a very special purpose. It helps the snake avoid becoming a meal by making it incredibly difficult to catch. Indeed, the young panther is struggling to sink his teeth into the slippery reptile. This might be more than he is capable of taking on. But the cub is determined. After several heart-pounding minutes of fierce competition, he is finally able to overwhelm the snake. Under the weight of the cub's heavy paw, the serpent suffocates and is still. There is trouble brewing in the rainforest. Camouflaged by his dark coat, the panther cub is nearly invisible in the shadows. Hidden by the darkness, he bides his time, waiting for the unsuspecting ocelot to wander over. It doesn't take long, and when the moment is right, he attacks. The panther's motive for doing so is unclear, and the lack of further aggression may indicate that he is just trying to play. Whatever it is, the ocelot is not amused. Her rebuke is swift. It is meant to be a warning, but the panther takes it as an invitation to play. The ocelot darts off, seeking refuge on higher ground. Light and nimble, she is well suited to the uneven terrain. If she's lucky, her lofty perch will dissuade the heavier panther from following her. But today does not seem to be her lucky day.